People, what go on? Welcome back to another unapologetic reasoning with yours truly, Rambo Kanambo. And today we're going to talk about the Grammy again. But we're going to talk about what will it take for another dancehall act to win the Grammy. Alright, because you see, Grammy stir up a whole heap of conversation from what you hear. From what you hear, everybody talk about it. Some are experts in it, some not so much. Right? So today we're going to give you our opinion on what the dancehall artists them, notably like a Cartel, a Alkaline, and a Masicka. Because the three of them artists I'm just call, them said them are going to release album this year, 2026, right? And we don't know the thing go. And the performance of these said albums, I go tell a whole heap about dancehall, you know. Alright, but let me go into the my reasoning. So you have about what, four? Yeah, about 4 points I'm going to touch upon where the artists them need for do for achieve the Grammy success where a Shabba Ranks they do, a Beenie Man they do, and a Sean Paul they do. Because a Sean Paul I think are the last dancehall artist for win the reggae Grammy. Right? So first thing, your global reach. Because your global reach matters more than your local impact, you know, because local impact are one thing. But the Grammys is an international award. So your global reach are gonna be the test for know what go on. Right? Your global reach. Cause what artists like a cartels, for instance, you know, can shut down Jamaica, can dominate YouTube numbers, you know. But the Grammy voted by an international body. So your local dominance and your whatever on YouTube, you know really I go help you with when it comes to your Grammy. Because you have a man named Sean Paul, right? And Sean Paul did win the Grammy the time when he win it because of one, massive crossover records. Two, heavy US radio station rotation. Three, major label backing because it matter, you know. Some people might think otherwise, but it matter. And four, the features them when they do. And myself, Sean Paul did have all Sean Paul feature with Beyonce, you know. That is how big Sean Paul is, you know. Alright? Same with Beenie Man. Alright? Beenie Man, what him did with him, they have distribution and marketing with the label. I don't quite remember what the label when did signed to at the time. But them did a handle him distribution and him marketing. So them did market him and he end up win. Right? So what this tell us? This tell us we need global ears. The local people them not gonna really save in this case, you know, because you have to work in the US music industry for even be part of the Grammy panel, you know, for even have a say in this who get award or not, you know. Right? So a local person now can help you. Right? So next thing I want to talk about you now is the album itself. But what about the album? The album, how it is structured, presented, must feel complete. Why may I say so? Not for the time when time the artists them I put out music or put out the album. The album it does sound like a collection of singles. Like is a best of artists. It does sound like one album, right? Because the Grammy voters them reward cohesive bodies of work. Note the word cohesive. Cohesive, right? So in order to make it cohesive then your album have to have a clear theme. Right? You have a clear theme where you work with. You have quality production straight through. right from start to finish. Proper sequencing. Sometimes the artists them would have a starting skit, and then when they might change certain things and all, they when they might change certain things like the pacing of the tracks, them would go in a like interlude or so on and so forth. I mean, I say it have a structure like that, but just a example, right? Emotional or a cultural narrative, right? Because, for instance, Shabba Ranking album, as raw as ever, I never just dancehall bangers. It felt intentional with the way him did I do, and it felt polished. If you listen to the album, then look, we don't believe me, go and go listen to the album. They're as raw as ever, Shabba Ranks, right? The modern dancehall artist then compared to the Shabba Ranks album, compared to the Beenie Man album, I think Art and Life, it does sound like one playlist. And if it sound like one playlist, that are gonna hurt the artist them chance for even get nominated, much less for even that talk about them I go win it. Right? So them have to go do that with them album. The next thing you know, your visibility outside of the dancehall circle them. And that's critical. How the people them are gonna vote for you if them don't even know who you are? How them are gonna vote for you? Them don't know you. How them are vote for you? Right? Sean Paul, back in them time, you see Sean Paul on MTV, you see Sean Paul on BETV, you see Sean Paul at this or that the award show, you see Sean Paul do interview, Sean Paul collab with big artists. I'm not talking about any artists, I talk about big artists. I mentioned Beyonce at the time, Sean Paul do the collaboration with Keisha Cole, and you understand? Sean Paul do that. For example, Cartel rarely do international press. Just what they have before the album, we see him on certain like Drink Champs and them the way there. Right? And the thing there with Charlemagne, Breakfast Club, right? But before that, Cartel really do like international press. Artists like a Masicka and a Alkaline still move mostly within the dancehall space. Right? And we see Masicka over Africa, and that is great. That is great. But remember again, the Grammy is an American thing. International, yes, the African space are got, but you're working at the US too, right? Because US based. Them the kind of press run there and them the interview that we need for doing at the US too, right? Else, as I said, the people them not gonna know you. Yeah. Last but not least, your branding and your industry relationship matter. Why it matter? Why it matter? It sound uncomfortable, but it real. Sound uncomfortable, but it real. Because Sean Paul back in the time there, they'd have strong industry representation, right? Beenie Man back in them time there had the big label infrastructure behind him, right? So you see, no for time we want to champion the artist them who independent, because somebody we are here on the internet. I say, boy, when you work with the label them own your music and you not get to own nothing and this and that, and we hear all of the horror stories them with artists who signed to label and Ray and T. However, there are stories out there with artists who work with label and then make it, right? So there are two sides to the story. It just depends on the deal what you sign with a label. Don't make nobody come tell us say and demonize the label them. Even though we not say the label them, they're not demonic with certain things with them do. But business are business. And if you want to sign where your life, you can go ahead and do that. And you will have nobody to blame but yourself. Right? I'll go continue. So, for instance, the Afrobeat artist them, the Grammy them with them win. Partly because them team where them have round them campaign hard. Them got a Grammy event because Grammy have events other than the award show itself, right? And then build relationship with voters. So you go back to that first point there where how them are gonna vote for you if them don't know you. Yeah, exactly so. We don't know. Imagine yeah go vote for footballer of the year and you see them put up some name and you don't know the baller there, but you know the baller, yeah. Who you gonna vote for? Obviously, the baller where you know you gonna vote for, Obviously, the baller where you know you gonna vote for, right? So, that's the problem with we. And the dancehall artists, them, I mean, I talk about on a whole. Them not really do them as something, Them not really go do them as them do them shows and so on and so forth. Them not really do interview. Them not guard them the kind of event they like. You understand? So body don't know them and then them must submit their work and them surprise when time them not get nominated, much less win nothing. So I think said. So with all of this said, right? With all of this said, what it realistically take for the artists them like when we mentioned the Kartel, the Masicka, the Alkaline, right? Since them go drop album this year, what it take for it? One, focused, internationally marketed album. That's what it need. One. Two, strategic features. Your Afrobeat artists, your Latin artists, R&B or hip hop crossover, right? Feature with big artists. Three, strong US, UK PR run. I'm telling about the interview them and yeah, you have to rub shoulders with certain people. Grammy campaign presence. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, the Grammy have other things like separate and apart from the big award show where go on with the in the 1st of February. Yeah, man, be in attendance. Last but not least, the sound of the album, while it can evolve, it can't lose the dancehall identity. Because enough of the time when them project a roll out, we are hear some song, some hybrid song, and we are say, yeah, because of such and such artists are dancehall, when the people them who study music, who learn the music, them listen it, them must say this don't sound like dancehall. So it can't go win one dancehall award if it don't sound like dancehall. To them, we are saying no man a dancehall, but to them it does not sound like dancehall. So them can't make a body of work where don't sound like dancehall win dancehall award or reggae award. Imagine one Latin music a win R&B album of the year. Imagine one Afrobeat album a win hip hop album of the year. It'll create pandemonium in the blow music fraternity. Trust me. Right? So what is that I will say? The music from the artist them I go drop, it not only need to be great, but the rollout need to match it in terms of greatness. Yeah? That's what the man I mean for do. So finally, Kartel no win for the past 2 years, them don't make him less of a legend. Wanna get that right, Cause that we are say over here, so, right? But the Grammy reward global presentation, not cultural dominance. So Kartel me, you understand about are the biggest thing right now, one everybody, you understand, but that now gonna make him win the reggae Grammy. Right? You see, until the dancehall artists them treat Grammy contention like a business campaign instead of like I do something with it us. Boy, we just bitch up something and just send it, give them and whatever. Then we go just always, every year we go disappointed and we go left a cuss. Every year. The man him have to just put in work, my friend. And not just put out the music and then just sit down and watch. You have a campaign. All that costs money too. But them artists can't say nothing, because every day them man say, yo, I do music, or them rich, and them flaunt them riches, So money is not the issue right here, so right? To spend money for advertise and so on and so forth, So we can't say, yo boy, we not have money for that, but we have money for buy XYZ car, XYZ house, And yet still we want for win Grammy, And that's how it work. But anyway, that me have to say. That me think them are three man who everybody in a them own way, shape or form. I go say them are three man run dancehall or whatever. Are the man for dancehall, whichever case where them want to describe them as, right? Put some work in all of what me I say. Put some thought in it, look on it, turn it over, and follow through. Because trust me, it's either all of them box here, the Shabba them, the Beenie, the Shampoo them, they tick when them win it, is either them tick all of the box them or them tick most of them. And trust me, nothing gonna happen for the artists them if them not tick none of them the box. You can't put in no work and expect to get rewarded. Nothing no go so. Nothing in a life no go so. But anyway, that's all I have to say about it. That's all I have to say. Make me know one thing. Make me know if I'm wrong or I'm right, or the artists them alright with what them do. Is just the Grammy does. It not got reward our culture because them not like our culture for one reason or another. Make me know. But that's all I have to say. Big up to everybody who pass through as usual, who listen, who like, who share, and who comment in the comment section. And I don't know. Manners and respect to everybody.